Hey, sir.
Raise my stop, here's for your speed.
I've got sunshine in my pocket. I'm just right here in my zone. I've got Sade in my tape.
I'm going home now. And he already pulled somebody else over. So, I don't know what happened in the world, but at least in America anyway, there seems to be a cultural change where, like, everyone's expecting something these days. Like, everyone's expecting something, or they are entitled, pretty much. Everybody feels like they're entitled. And I say everyone in that stupid generalization where I'm actually talking about all the people who feel that way. And this is, like, becoming globally accepted that all these people are expecting something, like, are entitled to something. Like I want to make a terrible analogy and say, like, the kids that lose in the Little League fucking final, whatever it is, get a trophy. It's like, no, you lost. Go fuck home and practice. Like, get the fuck out of here. The whole entitlement movement, which is basically like the Millennials and everything like that, is kind of like scary. It's horrifying to think that an entire generation, pretty much, not everybody, is coming up thinking that either, you know, they're entitled to something, they're owed something, or that, you know, they don't have to fight as hard to earn something, or even that you have to speak to them in a specific way. People feel that they are entitled to be spoken to a specific way, like the whole triggering thing, the whole safe zone thing, all that shit. And it's kind of horrifying that people like this exist. Like, I was taught growing up to not give a fuck. That's why I don't give a fuck what people think, what people say. You can call me whatever name you want to think of under the sun, and it's probably not going to bother me. It takes a whole lot to actually get to me, and very proud of that. Very proud of that. Very proud of that. But because that was the way I was raised. Somebody picks on you, you know, you give them enough chances, and then you beat the shit out of that person. Like, somebody calls your name, you call them a name back. Somebody hits you in the face, you punch them in the fucking throat. You know, like, you know, that's not really tit for tat, because it's quid pro quo. That's eye for an eye, which you might think it makes the world go blind, but I don't give a fuck, because that would just leave you with two people with one eye. Both people can still see, both people will recover. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only reason I'm talking about this is Forensic Ninja made a video kind of about it. She kind of touched on it. I don't like going into the extremes of it, because I do have extreme views on it. However, the only reason I'm talking about it is because I'm in the Navy, I'm in the military, and these people are now in boot camp. These people are now in A school. Pretty much these people are now in the military, and even the military is concerned about it. The Navy Times printed a cover about it, like the Millennials and what they're expecting and how it's going to affect everything. And it's scary to think that these people are going to probably make it through boot camp, because boot camp has become so easy that it's a joke. It's pretty much a joke now to get through boot camp. When back in the day, it used to be a filter. You used to get rid of those people who would crack under pressure, who couldn't physically keep up, who weren't smart enough, who didn't have the problem-solving skills. Just food for thought for you guys. Think about a Marine, a submariner, a soldier, a guy flying a fucking fighter jet. Think about somebody like that who, under pressure, cracks.
Man, it's game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Who, under pressure, wants to curl up into a ball and needs a safe place. Who, if they get called an idiot or stupid or you know, maybe a faggot or whatever word you can think of that's a quote-unquote bad word, that they suddenly have a trigger where they can't function. Like, just think about that in the military. What does that mean? Like, think about the consequences of somebody doing that during a wartime scenario. What would happen? How many people would die just because of that? And I firmly believe, like I've said in previous videos, that the Navy's not the good old Navy anymore. It's not what, you know, I heard about growing up. It's not, you know, the movies we see, things like that. Even the movies still try to portray it that way, and it's just not like that anymore. It's to not be overly offensive, it's pussified. It's too fucking easy. And I personally think that we need to 100%, as they say in the Navy for whatever reason, need to take a round turn on the whole fucking thing. We need to go back to the filtering system. If somebody, you know, couldn't cut it at boot camp, kick them the fuck out. No second chances, no fucking, you know, do-overs. You can't try to re-enlist later. You couldn't do it, get the fuck out. And I personally think it needs to be that way. Because who knows, something may actually happen and we may get in those scenarios again. I mean, obviously we still have guys over in Iraq and everything like that. And I just can imagine that if any of them are watching this, I'm sure they have a guy there that they treat like that, because he is like that. I mean, we have several of them on my boat, and we don't trust them to do anything. We don't trust them to do their actual jobs, and we don't trust them to keep us alive in case something happens. So you know, that's just my opinion that I'm sharing on this and how it relates to the military. And I wanted to see what you guys think about that, like how the military is also adapting to the whole millennial movement, the whole entitlement, you owe me this, like I showed up to boot camp, I deserve to pass, you know, that kind of shit, and how that's actually going to be affecting us. And I just wanted to like give that food for thought for you guys. Let's see what you guys thought. That's what I think. I want to know what y'all think in like the comments or a video response or something like that. And you know, just remember, you know, I'm 30, so I'm kind of an older guy, I guess for the Navy. I'm kind of an older guy. So, you know, I grew up watching fucking Rambo and Predator and shit and all those fucking Arnold movies where he's going around being a complete badass and thinking like, wow, that's what you're like in the military. You know, that was my projection of it. So that's you know what I was expecting coming in. That's not what I got, obviously. I made videos talking about it. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think on that? What do you think about the millennials in general? Like, do you know any of these people? Are you raising these people? Some of you do have kids, so make sure you're not raising them that way, please, for the love of God. And yeah, guys, yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments, in the video response, message, whatever you want to, you know, you get your knowledge to combine with my knowledge, and then we all have, that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't have sense. Just figure out a way to let me know what you think. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.